Alice enters, dressed all in black and reading the obituary.
Kyle worked in a computer lab at SUNY Potsdam for 15 years. He is survived by his loving mother and father. And fiancée Alice? Fiancée? Fiancée.
The obituary seemed to have been written by his parents. They rewrote the parts of his life story they were uncomfortable with. He was now straight. The cause of death, pneumonia.
Alice is now joined by Janet, who has 2 beers in her hand.
I can't believe he's gone.
Janet, what do you think happens when we die? Like, heaven and hell? Do you believe in any of that stuff?
I don't know. Never believed in anything I can't see.
Myth. Do you believe in an afterlife?
I never thought much about it, but there have been places I feel a presence. Yeah, I guess I do.
Janet, you believe this is it? The world we live in right now. Like, there's no such thing as a human soul? Just this physical body, which falls apart over time?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's a bleak and depressing outlook, don't you think?
What's so bleak about it?
Ceasing to exist? Nothingness?
It's no different than before you were born. Can you remember before you were born? You had no consciousness then, now did you?
Wait. You know who could absolutely remember before they were born? Shirley MacLaine.
I naturally like the idea of heaven, but hope there isn't a hell.
Where would the bad people go? You want Charles Manson to go to heaven?
Of course not, but
what?
Maybe a place where people can go to repent and be redeemed. Even the likes of, a Charles Manson, or, I guess that's kind of like the Catholic concept of purgatory.
Purgatory is a perfect example of what I hate in organized religion. Remember, there was a time when the Catholic Church told people they could pay them so their loved ones could leave purgatory and get into heaven. A disgusting, money-making scam.
But there's more to it than just that. If the worst of us, like Hitler or Stalin, can go to purgatory, atone for their sins, and if even they can be saved, then there's even hope for you and me.
Actually, I gotta get back to the house. Dad's been with her all day taking care of her.
I thought they were sending people from hospice to help.
They come in for a couple hours every day, but my mother really can't be left alone. I mean, she's up in her favorite chair, but it can sometimes take my father and I an hour to get her in a comfortable position.
She really can't move well.
No.
Look, I'll call you tomorrow, okay?
Yeah, thanks.
Older Eben and Smith exit. Alice and Janet by now are sitting on the floor. They're both plastered.
Then there's the whole, concept of eternity. How does that not scare people of faith? Even eternal bliss in heaven. I mean, think of it. Never ending, never changing. Have you ever heard anyone speak of something in real life that took an eternity or seemed to go on forever that was any good?
I always like the Native American idea. The souls of our loved ones live on in the earth or the trees and watch us. Or is that wicked? Or both. Or...
Yeah. Or like that moth I see flying. Like that could be the migrating soul of one of our ancestors on their way to
Here.
What?
You were saying the moth was on its way to...
No idea what you're talking about.
Alice takes the beer bottle from Janet.
I think you've had enough now.
Blackout. Eben's parents' home, present day. Father sits on the bench, which is once again the couch. There is now a chair in front of Eben's computer. Mother sits in the chair asleep. Older Eben enters.
Okay, Dad, why don't you go upstairs and get some sleep? I got this now.
Thank you. I would stay and chat a while, but I'm tired.
I know. I got it.
Father exits. Older Eben sits on the bench. He yawns.
Oh.
Some French toast.
Mother
Mom.
walks up to the chair.
Mom, you awake?
Yeah, I want some French toast.
Okay.
Older Eben starts toward the dining room table.
This is the best French toast you ever made.
Ah, she's asleep.
Older Eben sits back down on the bench.
Did the queen like the French toast?
Oh, Mom. You are the queen around here.
Older Eben lays down and dozes off himself. Younger Eben comes running in with the dog Grandma was holding in the first scene. He's like a child playing with a new puppy.
Oh my God. Macduff, I haven't seen you since... Wait, if you're here, where's Grandma?
Grandmother enters and stands by Mother's chair. Eben looks around but doesn't see her. He suddenly shifts all his attention back to the dog.
Still a child, really. So easily distracted.
What? I thought I don't know.
Older Eben wakes up.
What? Well, that was a weird dream.
And Harry Potter played basketball, and then the timer went off, and that was not done ready.
Older Eben walks up to the chair. Mother is talking to two imaginary people at each side.
And then when Harry Potter was playing basketball, and then I don't know why it's not ready yet, and it's under the table, and it's in the drawer, and it's under the fork, and then they were in the drawer, and it was under the beater and the fork, and then it was, yeah. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna pull from under this arm, and you're gonna pull from under this one.
Wow. Even with imaginary people, she's still the one in charge. Well, more like her old self right now than I've seen her in a while.
Okay, now on the count of one, and then into the fork, and then under the basketball, and I don't know why.
Should I wake her up? Should I get Dad? She can't move herself into a comfortable position. I mean, she really seems to think someone is there.
Mother is able to seat herself in a comfortable position.
Unless still a child, really. So easily distracted. I'm the one who's imagining there's no one there by my mother right now.
Eben, will you pray with me?
Older Eben walks closer to the chair and takes his mother's hand.
Sure.
Do you remember the Hail Mary?
I think I do. I can try to remember.
Hail Mary, grace the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
Wow. I can't believe I actually remembered it.
Mother drifts back to sleep. Blackout. Scene a week later. Older Eben and Smith are at the dining room table drinking coffee. The chair from the previous scene is gone.
Hard to believe your mother's gone.
I can't believe it's been a week already. It hasn't completely sunk in yet. I'm still feeling, I don't know, kind of numb.
Got any plans for Easter?
Dad's going on a fishing trip with some buddies who want to help keep his mind off of everything.
And you?
Well, it's going to sound weird. I'm thinking of taking a little trip upstate. Spending the night at a cheap motel and maybe, I don't know, it's weird.
You want to visit Cal's grave?
I've never been there. I mean, we always talked about me visiting him there, but that trip never happened.
Do you want me to go with you?
I couldn't impose on you like that. Besides, you know, it really isn't that the idea anyway. I probably will just stay home, maybe go to Easter Mass. I haven't done that in forever, so...
No, it's not weird, and no, it would not be imposing. So yes, we're going to visit Cal's grave Easter weekend.
Thank you. I know I tend to use sarcasm and stuff to mask my emotions, and...
Don't you dare stop now.
But you really have been a good friend to me over the years.
You went there. Oh, you miserable, wretched piece of shit.
The two laugh through tears, blackout.